Wait a minute.
Hey, 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 my YouTube family. Got my little dark pink nails on today. I'm finna give y'all now Beyond the Villa, season 1, episode 4. My man is hitting the road. He hitting the road to make that shmoney, aka big ups to Cardi B. So, Kenny's apartment. They talk about fostering a dog, and they are inviting Leah and Miguel to the park when they begin the process. I'm like, we don't like Kenny, okay? I don't like Kenny. I just don't like nobody that is a racist. I'm just gonna go and say it, cause I saw the messages myself. Stop it. It's just, if you don't want somebody, then don't lead them astray. Because my Janae, she a sweet girl. She is a sweet, sweet girl. And I like her. Okay, so we're going to quickly move on away from him. Because I don't care for him. Okay? And Serena and Cordell, they are cooking together. And she is seasoning some steak. And I said, that steak look good, girl. I said, y'all, you gotta do is just season it right. And then the lady, the instructor. She's showing them to season it good and just showing them how to season the steak. And I'm like, hey, steak is good. It's good. It's all about the seasoning though. And she told them right, because it looked good to me. Made me want to come to the TV and have a steak with them. And then she is, of course, seasoning hers. And then she did say that Cordell is leaving on the 13th. And he is going to Keke Palmer's Southern Fried Rice. And then he did say that the actual shooting starts on the 14th. But he left out on the 13th. And the table, the table read, that's the table read that he's going to on the 14th. And Miguel and Leah are cooking. And they have a new dog. And I said, oh, it's just as cute. I love their dog. And then she is wanting, she has said that she wants another, well, let me just go back. She is waiting on her arm biopsy. And she had to go to a radiologist to see if she has if she has thyroid cancer. And I hate anything, regarding thyroids and stuff like that, because it just really just makes me cry. Because I knew a couple of people that did have issues with their thyroids. So I just don't like that. It's sad to me. And then Kendall, I got off that sad part because it was a lot of sadness in Outlet. And I will be honest and say, when she was talking about, her issues that she was having, it made me shed a tear several times. Twice. And then we get over to Miguel and Leah, of course. I already didn't say it that. Sorry, y'all. And Kendall arrives at his sister Taylor's photo shoot. And she is 2 years older than him. And then they flash back to last summer with the young lady that Kendall was dating. Her name was Nicole. And he said that he was completely blindsided from Nicole. And he says that he comes from a family of divorce. And if y'all watch season 6 reunion, then y'all will know what he talking about. And y'all will know about Nicole. Just a pretty girl that he was dating. And it just didn't work out. That's all I can say. And he said that he come from a family of divorce and all this stuff. And he was pretty much saying that he wants a relationship and he wants it to work out. But it just wasn't hidden for him. You know, him and Nicole, they just wasn't, you know, in the right spot. And then Connor, now I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about Connor now. Connor says that Liv has food poisoning because they were supposed to go out and go shopping with each other. And then he on the phone with Aaron. And then Connor just tells Aaron that Liv has food poisoning, so they can't go shopping together. And then found out that Kayla is in the hospital for her kidney stones. And I said, wow, that's sad also. Too much. It was just a lot of sadness for me. And Liv and Kendall, they do meet. Liv and Kendall, they meet at Sailor Studio with Marky. And then she specializes in with helping you on the red carpet and just helping you, you know, learn how to speak and what to say and what not to say on a public, you know, public level. So if you had to go to an event or something like that, then she would be able to tell you how to speak in that environment and what to say and what not to say. And then I find out that Kendall, he says that he has a degree in broadcasting. I said, look at you, Kendall, broadcast journalism. That's what I was going to school for. And they both do mock speeches. And Kendall he is a natural. I mean, he knocked his speech out the frame. You know, when he was talking and he was just saying, this your boy Kendall, and what you need to do is this, that. I said, okay, you gonna let the people know what they need to do in that hemisphere that you're speaking about. I said, I got you, Kendall. I said, we see each other, like for real. We see each other on the broadcast journalism. And then Liv, she does hers, and then she is doing good. She's doing real good also with her prompt two reading. And you know, for a fact, I'm gonna just say this, Liv, she was doing good, but she had to, you know, look at her reading. And you know, Kendall, he just wasn't really looking at the prompt, you know, the prompter from what I could see. Because he was just, and we gonna do this, and we gonna do that, and then he was engaging with his left side audience, whoever was watching him, and with the right side, and just the whole room. So he was just engaged. And I'm like, I'll watch him on the news, I'll watch him on his, whatever he is broadcasting, I would definitely watch it. And then Liv, I'll watch her too. Cause I'm cool like that. I watch her too. But Kendall, he knocked his out the park. And then we head over to Janae and Kenny. They both meet, you know, Miguel and Leah at the park, you know. And then there is their dog, name is Juan. I said, he is just a cute little pug. Juan the pug. I said, he just cute. I don't really care for pugs, but their pug was cute. And I said, look at Juan. Ain't nothing wrong with Juan. He looked like he just ain't got a care in the world. And then, oh, Jesus have mercy. Why do I have to say this? But I'm finna tell you, this is just giving fake energy, fake bullshit. Like, for real. Because Kenny talking about well, I have to proceed with caution. I'm like, oh, you do, girl? You sure? You do? Why you gotta proceed with caution with a pug? Like, he gonna do something to you. Again, my boy, for him, he have to remember that he's 10 times bigger than the dog. Okay? So get out of here with that. And what he was sitting up there saying, it is null and void, and it wasn't nothing else that he was saying, because I wrote the smallest portion of notes for him, because he's sitting up there talking about he gotta proceed with caution. I'm like, okay. Anyway, boy, goodbye. And then Serena, she said that she rented out the skating rink to send Cordell off for his project with Keke Palmer. And I said, she know how to do things right. And then Miguel acting like he can skate. And he know he can't skate because I'm finna say it, his stupid ass was in the damn, the stuff, he was in the little, whatever that is, the confessional. He's sitting up there saying, well, I don't really know how to skate. What I know how to do is I know how to ice skate. I'm like, you sure? You sure you don't know how to skate? But you know how to ice skate. Now, the thing about it is, I know how to do both. I know how to ice skate, and I know how to skate. So I'm like, get out of here with that. Because you just spewing too much unnecessary lies. He's just a liar. He's just a liar. He's not a good fronter. He's really not. Now I'm seeing all his flaws and all this stuff and how he just was so, you know, very readily annoyed when he was in the same, you know, space with Janae. And I said, I wasn't paying attention to that, but I paid attention to it tonight. And then, anyway, Janae said, maybe my girl Leah will fall. Shit. Okay, so what she was doing, Janae was holding on to Janae was holding on to Leah. And I said, oh, she gonna make her fall. Janae, you don't know how to skate, girl? I said, don't hold on to nobody like that. Because you'll make them fall. You'll make her fall. Okay? Don't do that. Be careful. And then they having a good time skating and just talking to each other and all that stuff. You know, they ain't give them that much screen time. So it quickly went to Connor and Kendall. And they having drinks. And Connor says that he knows that Janae will not be anywhere if he is there. And I'm like, you damn right she won't. You're right. She will not. She let you know that she don't see it for you, baby. So you just better tread lightly and not try to be coming to no events with her in it. Okay? You got it? All right. Wonderful. And then it goes back to Janae. And she says that she wants to get a new dog. And Serena says that her and Milo are working towards her relationship with Milo. She really is scared of Milo. And they keep flashing back to where she was scared of Milo. And I said, I understand. Like I said, I don't fancy cats like that. It wouldn't be the pet that I would want. Okay? And then Serena, she gets Cordell a cake from my favorite place, Nothing But Bundt Cakes. It was so pretty. It looked so good. I said, I ain't had nothing sweet in a minute. I ain't had nothing sweet in a minute. So I was just like, oh, that look good. That look good. That do look good. And then they back at Kenny's apartment. And he say he learning how to care for one. And then I'm like, Kenny, let me tell you something, my brother. I'm finna tell you what, the dog, one can sense bullshit. That's all I'm gonna say. And that's why if he having a certain type of reaction to you, he know that you ain't real. He know that everything about you is fake. Fake. With a capital F-A-K-E. Moving on from him. And then Kayla is brought flowers from Liv. And then they just chatting like they did in old times. And then and then Saddle Ranch is brought up. So Saddle Ranch is gonna be the whole show gonna be there. They all gonna be at Saddle Ranch. And you know, Saddle Ranch probably gonna come next episode because they ain't talk about it no more. Okay. And that's why I said, ooh, baby, all your men's gonna be there, Kayla. Every last one that you had on this show gonna be there, including Aaron. But we ain't studying Aaron, okay? We gonna move on from him. And then it goes back to the final scene, final scene. PPG all are all in attendance. And then Janae is giving that. She said she is giving it. I said it. She said she giving that racist piece of shit just getting praise. You know what I'm saying? She just giving him praise. And I'm like, but you didn't know what was going on then, but I said I was going to feel some kind of way when I review this show because I'm going to be looking at Kenny so different. And I'm like, who knew that he was like that? But you know what? I'm seeing it now because he was like visibly annoyed with her. He was visibly annoyed. And then Janae was talking to Leah and Serena, and she was just giving him all the praise. And then she talks about the living situation between both her and Kenny. And she asked the girls, hold on, y'all. She asked the girls, should she move in after a year? And Serena, wrong show. Serena says that she is cool with her and Cordell's living situation. I mean, because, you know, she said that she's not going to live with him until she get married. She's not going to have a baby until she get married. Rightfully so. That's how it's supposed to be. And then Leah, you know, Leah just pretty much tells, you know, that there ain't nothing wrong, you know, with it or whatever. They just in their own lane. Leah and her man Miguel, they in their own lane. I said they so sweet. They in their own lane. Now he really like her. He really like her. He showed affection to her this whole episode. And while Kenny, he didn't show affection to her in episode 2. He didn't show affection in episode 1. He didn't show affection in episode 3. And I'm just really thinking about it now, and I'm like, he don't have that type of relationship with her. For one, he couldn't even remember half of her stuff when they had the question thing in the last episode. He couldn't even remember simple stuff that you're supposed to remember and you're supposed to know about your partner. And I said, red flag. He ain't seeing it. He ain't seeing it. And he just was so much of a narcissist and so much of a man that was pissing me off because I said it when he couldn't remember nothing. And he was just trying to be silly and dumb about it. And I'm like, he really didn't remember. And I said, okay. I said, I see. I said, I'm glad that she see, though. I'm glad that she see. I just hate that she had to find out how she had to find out. But I'm glad that she see. And she gonna be good. She gonna be good. Because she got her girls. It's gonna be PPG forever. And they ripped him a new one. Okay? Just know. She had the support of everybody on the show. Because, I mean, anybody that's got a heart and anybody that's got common sense, you're not going to stand for nobody acting like that. And then for one, he called her in with an ER. I said, wow. And then said, I'm going to go ahead and let you know what he said again. He said that he just using her and he just with her for the publicity and the fame, pretty much. I said, okay. I said, so that's how we doing it. That's how we doing a little ugly. I said, how about that? That was season 1. Beyond the Villa. And that's season 1, episode 4. My man is, I just put the last part, is hitting the heels temporarily. Because he is coming back. Always gonna come back. You always gonna come back to a good thing all the time. You know where the good, you know where it is. You know where it's good at. So you're gonna always come back. Y'all had a perfect relationship. I love it. I love it. I love it. And I've been doing this the whole time. Every time I see them, every time I see Leah and her man, I just be doing this. That's just hard all day. And I hope y'all have a good night. And I'm gonna see if BMF is gonna be where I can watch it tonight. It may not be. So I may be doing BMF and I may be doing The Chi. Hopefully The Chi will be on there tonight. And I'm gonna watch it and then I'm gonna attempt to review it. And, you know, record it. And then I can release it and, you know, put both of them out tomorrow morning. But bye, my YouTube family. Y'all have a good night. Bye.